Yo, what is up? Welcome to Last Call's channel over here. Welcome to this portion. It's called Last Call Reacts. Welcome. If it's your first time, welcome. Check this thing out. If you're one of my returners, one of my supporters, man, thank you very much for hanging in there with me as I do this video today. Before we even start though, party people, I'm going to ask you to please, you will like it. So like, share, and subscribe. I just recently got a couple new subscribers. Thank you for that. But man, help me out. Subscribe a little. There's so many things people are subscribing to here and there. You know, I do try to put a little effort in this bad boy. So, you know, help me out over here. And I don't even want to waste too much time getting into this sort of stuff. I want to get into it right now. So once a week, I do a Last Call Reacts. This is that. About a 15-20 minute video. I get into a subject with it, and then once a week I do a live, which has been on Fridays at about 9 o'clock, where we get into some stuff there. And we're going to try to make this Friday fun. This is why I'm doing this one now, so I don't have to be bogged down on Friday and get into this case where everybody else is getting into. I could get into some stuff that I want to get into, which is a little bit of music also. But in the meantime, well, I got you here, man. Let's just get into some stuff. Where do I even start with this, man? Big Goofy. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of this Shannon Sharpe situation. And you know what? My take might be a little bit different than some of the things that you've been hearing, you know, along these inner tubes, these interwebs. All right. This is where I'm interested in this case. All right. We need to get off a couple of things as I begin to talk about this. I know when we look at this, we look at the picture, a lot of the things come to mind that would normally come to mind when we see something like this. We've seen it before, right? First of all, I want to knock the race thing off the bat for anyone, black women, black men who say, oh, you see, you deal with that girl, you get what you, this is none of that. I'm not going into none of that. I'm not dealing in what he said about men, that this is he's a target to take black men off the map. None of that nonsense. This is bullshit. Did dudes like this not learn anything from Iron Mike or Tupac back in the early 90s? That this thinking with your little head is going to get you in trouble. If you're not a secure dude, you are going to run the risk of running into a trap. So I don't even know if I need to go through the background of the whole thing with this. Shannon, who's like, I heard ratings between 54 and 56, ex-NFL player, heard he's pretty good. I'm not so into it back then. I didn't see him play like that. But all right, he's good. He had his heyday. Now he seems to, you know, have a second end of his career. Works out, got new teephuses, been on TV. You know, doesn't the boy hear Nas when he talked to Jay-Z? You think you're getting girls now because of your looks? Negro, please. They want the money, fool. This is some bullshit. Just not even on Shannon, not even on the woman. The woman told you what she is, dude. You met a hoe doing hoe activities. You're up in IG, this and that. You want to try to stay relevant. You're on IG posting. You know, I never seen a guy work so hard at being straight. For crying out loud, that you want all this stuff up here. Dude, I'll take it back to Tupac, who got in trouble with all that stuff. Now, if you think he's guilty or whatever, you haven't read the papers. All right. They stayed locked up in that room for hours, I think even a couple of days, trying to find out what they could charge this man with. He wasn't guilty on any of the charges. You know what the charges were? He was in concert with other people. He was with other people that touched this girl, this willing participant. Tupac was 22 when he apologized for the situation. As a man, he apologized less than half his age apologized for getting himself into such a crazy situation involving a female and not to do that kind of stuff. He saw the traps back then when they tried to lock him up. Same thing with Tyson. Girl looking around 3 a.m., 1 to 3 a.m. in the morning at his hotel room. Set him up. These things happen. And the reason why I'm mentioning that is because this is what this chick do. This is not I'm doing air quotes here, but IG model? No. OnlyFans? Yes. This is the game. You can't get mad at the game for doing what the game does. You didn't meet this chick at the Pottery Barn. You didn't meet this chick at Barnes and Nobles. You met the hoe at work doing hoe work. Doing exactly, trap you pay, you give her gifts. You get what you're supposed to get as an old ass dude that she would never know nothing about you. You to her, 19-year-old, 20-year-old her, you were generations ago. She wouldn't even look at you. She don't even know. Like football, probably can't even identify football. Just something to give her a soccer ball. Tell her you did that. But this dumb, thinking with his little head, now he's getting all the attention that he probably should have got when he was playing. But, obviously he fixed up himself a little bit. Look how he looks out there. Got the notoriety. Had the argument with Skip. Listen, Skip, I need your help. Skip, help me, Skip. There's an embarrassment, little laughing, giggling Shay's room. Can't just keep it cool. Muhammad Ali said, if I'm the same man as I was at 20, that I am at 50, I would have wasted 30 years. Shannon, you waste 30 years. You getting dumber, my man. You getting dumber, my man. By this age, you got to move differently, especially you got, young boy. You got kids, daughters at that look at this sort of stuff. You getting women that could be like damn near granddaughters to you. You getting caught up in this, dude? This is some young boy shit. You make the game look whack. You make success look whack, my man. You should be living well. What this show's about, dudes like this, they don't want to work for it. They don't want to work for a real woman. They don't want to throw their hat in the ring. They don't want to They don't want to court a female companion. So go on and just pay. Pay to get it. Pay to get rid of it. Don't pretend you're in the mix. You're not in the mix, dude. She didn't see your Cat Williams interview. You wouldn't get nothing, homeboy. All this proud talk, and this is what you're doing? What they used to call those back in the day? Just call the back pages, dude. Because you're not pimping. You're not that dude, man. You are whack. I can't blame the chick. I can't blame the chick, and I can't blame the lawyer, because this is what they do. He's a slip and fall. Better call Saul Goodman. This is what he does. Because you know what the reality is? They did it to Michael Jackson. They did it to other people, right? They want to tie you up in litigation. And the thing is, you're blowing up. You're going to get this $100 million contract. You don't want nothing to blemish your reputation while you're in the middle of making these contracts. You want to pay to get rid of this. Artists will tell you. Tupac was telling you. DMX was telling you. Michael Jackson was telling you. I can't be in the courtroom every day. I got to tour. If I don't tour, if I'm not in the studio, I'm not generating money. If I'm sitting in the courtroom getting pulled doing this bullshit testimony, I'm losing money. So either I got to cut the check, or if I fight this out, this is going to drag. Lawyers notice. You think that lawyer don't know your lawyer? It's a game to them. And the judge is a referee. And we're the spectators in the courtroom. Arrogance. gets you in this sort of situation. So I'm not with the game. I'm not into protecting women and stuff. I'm more disappointed with a dumb Shannon Sharpe, dude. I'm more disappointed with this dude. Forget yourself in a situation. Stop trying to be a playboy, boy. I don't mean boy. Take that back, please. I'm not going to call another black man boy like that. But stop trying to be a playboy. That is some whack shit. And I seen other pictures of her. Yeah, she looked kind of goofy, whatever the deal is. This is Willie D's page saying that she looks slow. So that money's fast though. And I don't even envy the lifestyle of that's why I use these quotations that you can't see, of an IG model. I don't believe in that shit. You gotta subtitle the model. You're not a real model. Anybody with a pair of titties or ass could be an IG model if you show enough skin. So don't fool yourself. You're nothing special on there. Anybody could do OnlyFans, especially when your career ain't going right or you're not getting the amount of attention that you want to get attention. You don't need a job application. You need a camera. Come on now. And you can't say you're a pimp if you're down there in the mud with dirty chicks. Because for the right price, nothing distinguishes you from getting these chicks. You're whack. You're a whack dude. You were just in some shit. You were just in some shit where you're, I don't know, IG, blah, 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 when people were accusing you of being gay. And then that all of a sudden happened. Now this, because you can't keep your mouth shut. You're moving all wrong, homeboy. Don't blame the chicken. I'm not protecting this. This isn't Captain Save a Ho. No. But I can't dog this chick. I can't dog hoes for doing hoe activities. You brought yourself down to this level. You're dumb. It's that song, Super Thick. Shannon thinking with his dirt. Dummy. Dumb. Well, they say you can't trust a big butt and a smile. Got a big old butt, so I'm leaving you. Got a big old butt. Told you that I'd be true, so I'm leaving you. I got nothing more on this, man. I'm just make sure you're not politicizing this. You're not making it a black or white. This is a whole issue and a dumbass. I'm sorry. I even got to say the word. See stuff like this. This is dumb nigga blues. You singing the dumb nigga blues, dumb. You don't deserve the spot that you win because you can't handle fame. This is about money and fame. People are going to be around to exploit it. You're going to lose it if you're not responsible with it. That's my take. Hit me up with that subscribble. I appreciate it. Catch my live. Go through my catalog. Go check out the stuff that I've been doing. Hit me up. Peace. Respect to the couple new subscribers I have. Appreciate that. You can catch me in some chat rooms, other things of that nature. This Friday, going live. Hopefully a couple people are going to join me, and we're going to do music. Hopefully we're not tempted to talk about Shannon Sharpe and his hoe shit. Don't be a hoe. Don't be a hoe chaser. It's not good business. All right. Peace, party people.